We really love Dr. Rob's post on creating an infographic for her syllabus. Not only because it's creative, it also helps her students quickly understand the core structure of her course. On top of that, by using Piktochart, she can easily present this to her students. So Piktochart includes this functionality where after you create an infographic, it breaks it up into individual sections, and you can actually use them to present your syllabus to them. So not only do they get the overview and the graphic, they also get each of the sections that you can consume with them. Alright, the other reason we really like this approach is that it blends really nicely with this idea of co-creating your syllabus with your students. So the reason for the co-creation is that a lot of our students don't necessarily think entrepreneurship is relevant to them and their career. And so we can actually use this co-creation process where we understand the problems that are most salient to our students and then weave those into the syllabus. So they understand, oh, what weeks are we going to be solving problems that are actually relevant to me if I don't think that I want to start a company eventually. So I wanted to show you what that looks like and give you a little demo of creating your own infographic with this syllabus co-creation idea in mind. So I'm just going to go and pick a template here in Piktochart. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say, we can go in here, I'll show you how to edit. So let's say we're going to talk about the problems we'll solve in. And then the idea here is that you're going to solve some problems together with your students in your course. So let's call it Business 207, and then you can customize it for each class that you have. So this is Fall 2018. And then we can go in here, and Piktochart makes it really easy. You can just remove sections that you don't need. And when in terms of syllabus co-creation, what you're going to do is you're going to actually take the problems that your students have. You're going to give them some post-it notes. They're going to fill out the post-it notes with their problems. They're going to post those post-it notes up on a wall, and then you're going to group those post-it notes together so that you have a sense of what are the most popular problems that your students have, and then you can integrate those into your syllabus. So we'll take those here and say, let's say that the most common problem your students have, say, don't have money, so they're broke. And so you can talk about, well, okay, so if that's your problem, this class is how to make money. And then you can talk about some of the more salient points with respect to the course outline. You're going to talk about how to find customers, figure out what they want, how much to charge, etc. So if you don't have money, you could actually make money for next semester using what you do this semester. The other thing you can do is you can talk about, well, which weeks specifically are you going to help them with this? So let's say week 2, we're going to talk about problems versus products, so they should pay attention then. Week 4, they're going to be doing customer interviews. They really need to pay attention then. If you don't have money and you want to talk in week 8, you're going to talk about revenue modeling and pre-sales in week 9, etc. So you can go through here so those students know, like, if this is the problem that you put up a post-it note about, these are the weeks that are really going to help you solve this problem, even if you don't think entrepreneurship is something that you really care about right now. You can take a second problem. Let's say they don't have a job. Maybe they don't have a job lined up for the summer or after they graduate. You can talk about, we're going to talk about interviewing skills, how to sell yourself without selling out. So again, you're just going to go through and highlight each of the problems that your students have, and you can actually use the problem post-it notes they put together in your syllabus. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to take these images here, and I'm going to drag them. So if you take photographs of the actual post-it notes from your students, you can go and you can drag them on and drop them into your infographic. And then you can also, let's say if you wanted to tackle more problems, we can do something like, I can just go and copy this copy, and then if I say paste, I now have an extra copy, and I can just come down here and do this for my third problem. Go in here. So you can see, like, this is how you can go co-create your syllabus with your students. Then you can actually print this out. You can put it up in your office so that you have a reminder, oh, these are the weeks that I really want to call out and tie back to the problems that my students have. Of course, you can also send it to your students or even post it in your class. So thanks again to Dr. Rav for teaching us about creating infographic for your syllabus. Thanks to PictoChart to making it possible. And if you want to go and learn more about co-creating your syllabus with your students, check out our previous post on that.